I will call the November school board meeting to order with a pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Scott Latham.
Here.
Tom Grattan.
Here.
Tom Kennedy.
Here.
Dawn Hagerman. Here. Christian Pryor.
Here.
In the event of an emergency, all visitors are advised that they may exit this room from the one side door which leads directly into the parking lot. In the event of an emergency, everyone is asked to move away from the building and do not attempt to leave in your automobiles, since this may cause traffic problems and block incoming emergency vehicles.
First hearing of visitors, we have none, so we will go right to the consent agenda, which covers our approval of minutes, financial matters, CSEs, bills, treasurer's report, monthly budget status reports, transfers, extra classroom activity fund. We're surplusing
Lots of stuff.
lots of stuff. Wow.
We can't make money off those adjustments.
Eric's been doing a little.
Once they're surplus, we put them on
Well,
the
somebody
bids.
could put the freezer into the minibus
Yeah.
and make an ice cream truck. Can I get a motion on the consent agenda? Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. We have received a donation from the Charles and Helen Reichert Family Foundation of $3,000 to the Southold First Robotics Club. Can I get and that's, Charlie's the guy that owns IGA.
Oh, okay.
Can I get a motion to accept the donation?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Can we also make sure we send them a thank you?
Yep.
We have, contracts, and was that the way this is laid out?
That's all part of the consent agenda.
All part of the consent agenda,
Yeah,
okay.
that's okay.
We have an intermunicipal cooperation agreement. I'll read it. Be it resolved that the Board of Education hereby authorizes the superintendent of schools to execute an intermunicipal agreement with the Greenport School District for a shared assistant superintendent for business with the Greenport School District, assuming 50% of the costs associated with such a position. You really sure you want to do this, Chuck?
Not sure.
All right. Can I get a motion on that, please?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Old business. Anybody? Superintendent's report, Tony?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I hope everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving next week. I don't know where the time went. We're that far in. Winter sports have started. It's great to go down and see on the warmer days, kids running around outside or in the gymnasium. Our show was last week, and it was, as usual, fantastic. I encourage all the families, community members, anybody that wants to, will be having concerts and shows again this year. The kids do an absolutely fantastic job, and the teachers that work with them. So please come down, whether it's to watch a concert, a basketball game, a play. Come and enjoy them and be involved. And like I said, I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday season.
Thank you. Personnel, we have some employees leaving the district, full-time permanent. Employees entering the district, full-time temporary. Employees leaving the district, part-time permanent. And employees entering the district, part-time permanent. Employees entering the district, part-time temporary, which would be substitutes, teacher aide, coaching, and volunteers. Can I get a motion on those employees?
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Can I get a motion on Mr. Scheid's contract provision? Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any motion carries. The BOCES transportation contract. I need a motion to approve that for the 25-26 school year. Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I need a motion, please, for the Sunrise transportation contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Finance Committee report.
We have nothing now.
Okay, the independent audit report, the report is done, and Chuck, do you want to talk to it at all, or?
Sure, not to put words, I know we met with the audit committee, we met with the partner at Cullen and Danowski. Basically, on the main financial statements for the district, we received the clean opinion, the best opinion you can have. As mentioned, there was no management-letter comments, which is a good thing. That's just sometimes recommendations that they find in the business office. And again, second year in a row, we didn't have any. And overall, again, I don't want to put words in, but we're in good financial health. We had a good year. Our reserves are strong, and we're using them accordingly. And, we just keep going continue as we have been.
Excellent. So, report of financial records for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2025, as prepared by Cullen and Danowski LLP, and no corrective action plan is needed. Can I get a motion to accept that?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Building Committee report.
Nothing at this time.
Policy, we have nothing. We will need a motion to approve the following robotics overnight trips. The first, Long Island Regional at Hofstra, which is March 15th to March 21st. The students will miss 2 days of school. The New York Tech Valley Regional Competition, April 15th to April 18th, at MVP. Is that just where it's going to be? Students will miss 2.5 days of school, and there's a typo there. When we make it to the World Championships again this year, the dates are Tuesday, April 28th, 26th, and to Sunday, May 3rd, and the students would miss 4 days out of school. Can I get a motion on approving that?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Is there any new business from anybody?
I just would like to speak a little bit about the lighting situation, Tony, that we had talked about. I mean, we don't have to spend a lot of time on it now, but if we could figure out how many days we would need lighting for the outside and what fields and all of that stuff. And maybe we could put some type of plan together at some point.
Okay, so I'll find out from our coaches, how, one of our issues is that with all of the new transportation issues, our games tend to be starting significantly later than they used to. We sometimes don't even get teams that get here till almost 5 o'clock at night, and it's dark before the games are over. I know you've been out at some of them, Eric, and I've been out there too. There are districts that have done all sorts of different things. They've looked into putting lighting on their field, in their stadium, and that's where they play their games, and they make sure there's only one on any individual day that could be later. There are others that do portable lights. I've gotten prices on both. The price for stadium lighting is a year old, so I have to give it back to Mike and see if it's still valid. And then the portable lighting is from this year. But really, it's a day, a week, or a month is the three prices they got me. So I have to find out what we actually need.
Yeah, because neither option is cheap. you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's $14,000 for the month. The day is the most expensive, because the pickup and drop-off fee is the same no matter what you do. You're paying $600 for a drop-off and $600 for pickup. So if you're doing a day, you're paying $1,200 plus the $2,400 daily fee. So it's very expensive compared to, per day, it's very expensive compared to having it for a month, where it's about 15,000 total. And then a week was I can't remember a week, it was 5,000 or 6,000 plus the pickup and drop off. So I'll get all that information, and then we can put it on an old business item in the future, and we can have conversation about it. There's pluses and minuses to lighting in every place. I know the districts, I'll speak with some of the districts that have it. I have had some brief conversations, and the ones that have it and have guidelines for how it can and can't be used tend to work out the best. Like the lights are shut off at certain times in certain districts every night, unless there's an event, unless there's a school event. Where some places have run into issues is community groups want to use the lights till 11 o'clock, or outside groups want to use the lights till 11 o'clock at night, and that is not favorable to people that live near schools. So I'll get all of the information, and I'll try to find out how much we would need it for.
Yeah, that would be the first
Yeah.
start, like how many days, how many games did we lose?
How many games did we end up ending early?
Yeah.
I went to one of my son's JV football games, and they stopped at half
Right.
because they were playing in Northport and they had no lights, and it was, they could have stopped before half, like it was dark. They were lucky that they let them finish the half.
Can we arrange something perhaps with Greenport?
To play there?
Because they're not playing football this year.
Yeah, it's possible.
And,
We're done now, because all of our sports are over, so we're done for this year. It was really kind of like a handful of parents, said something to Tom about their games having to end early, and when you're playing like middle school, it's developmental. The purpose of middle school is for every kid to be able to play. And, now some of those kids that were playing the fifth quarter or the fourth quarter or whatever it was, they didn't get to play. They weren't, because they canceled it before that. And so we can certainly talk with Greenport about, theirs, and see about games there. We have a very, collegial relationship with them. And, I know that Mattituck rents them, but they only rent them for like a week for homecomings and stuff like that, and they use them. I know other districts that have rented them. I also know one district who's actually putting them up. They've never had them, but they've decided they want to have
well,
them.
I'll tell you, when we were doing the track in the field, and that came up, doing it at the time, and I was 100% against it, because of the North Fork schools, we're the only ones that are completely surrounded by homes, and that position has not changed. I will never vote to put up stadium lights, just because these people have lived here, and they did not, I get it, it might sound like the old guy in the room, but they didn't, buy a house and live here and raise their kids and have, events going till 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night on a regular basis, because that's what would happen. Like you said, we'd have leagues coming out, and then suddenly lacrosse is playing at and whatever. So just letting you know where I stand about permanent lights,
It's not cheap.
No, they're $1 million.
Is there any option with the town parks department, like over at Tasker? Do they have any fields that have lights?
They don't have they have lit tennis courts, and they have a lit hockey
Just the
rink.
one tennis court that's lit. It's
Yeah.
only the one next to the playground.
I mean, the nice part about the portable lights is you can light everything. You can light your tennis courts, you can light your field, they're not really, like, you can only play certain sports. Now, luckily for us, I don't think many of the sports that we play can't be played under portable lights. The portable lights that I got the price on, that Anthony got me, they extend to like 25 feet high. So you can pretty much, there's not a lot of soccer passes that are 40 feet in the air, Every once in a while, you get a ball kicked up there, but it doesn't even go out of the lights. I've seen soccer games under the portable lights. I've also seen football games under the portable lights. It's not ideal, but it's not like baseball. Like you can't use portable lights for baseball. Someone will get nutted right in the head. There's no way about it.
Have we lost any baseball games due to
No,
darkness?
we don't lose in the
right?
spring. And the
Exactly.
concern was the spring.
Soccer and
But
lacrosse.
it's really
maybe.
the end of fall that we lose. We don't really lose the spring games because the beginning of the season is preseason, and then we have daylight savings.
Daylight savings
Yeah, we looked at it last year.
starts in March, so.
There were questions about it last year, and the truth is that it wasn't, it turned out that it's the fall, and the fact is, the fall was not an issue until busing changed. 4 or 5 years ago, when busing changed, you know, like, there is a difference between wanting to put up lights because you want lights and needing to try to finish games. And where we're at now, because of the busing situation and because of the fact that what districts are doing is they're sending out their buses to bring all their kids home, and then they're coming back and picking up their sports teams and driving here. Well, we play John Glenn, so after they drop all their kids off and drive out here to play soccer, it's 5 o'clock at night. That's when they're kicking off. And, you know, we play a number of schools that's the situation with. And, you know, that wasn't the case 5, 6, 7 years ago. It never, that didn't exist. Like, this was not something that you guys looked at in the past, because in the past, we weren't canceling games because of light. Because they started, you know, you left school 30 minutes early because you had an extra bus, and you were here at 3:30, and your game was over by 5. Now, we're barely starting the games, some of our games at 5 o'clock. And, you know, like the 7 tennis courts has really made a huge difference, because we would have probably ended up having to cancel half of our tennis matches for being too late if we only had 4. The fact that we had 7 and you only play 7 has made a huge difference. So it's a different issue than, you know, just wanting them. It's more needing them for certain sports, especially our middle schools, because our middle school fall season goes later than our high school fall season. And those are the ones that we've been canceling a lot of. So I'll get all the data on that, I'll share it with you.
That quote that you got, was that per light or for the whole
That's for
field?
14 lights.
Okay.
Yeah. 14, 12, I'd see the 12 or 14.
It covers the field.
Yeah,
Is
covers the field.
another busing solution an option?
No, there's no, there's
bus
no
drivers.
drivers, there's no
That's it,
bus
yeah.
companies, like,
Everybody's
it's, quite honestly, busing is, when they go to EVs, which they're pushing back at least a year, probably 2, it's gonna be even worse. Because a number of the small bus companies, not ours, not Sunrise, but other small bus companies around Long Island have made it clear to their people, look, when they mandate that I gotta buy 25 new $400,000 buses, I'm just going out of business. I can't continue, I can't sustain it, plus I gotta get new mechanics, I gotta get new, you know, like they're,
Charging stations,
yeah.
everything.
So, unfortunately, I think the busing situation will get worse before it gets better.
All right. Board member commentary, because there's no visitors still. Francesca?
Start of the second quarter, it's been good. A lot of kids been doing a lot of different fundraisers and volunteering. We just did a baking bread for Cass for Thanksgiving. And the senior class held a after-school sports fundraiser for our trip. And yeah, overall, good vibes, and we're excited for the winter and sports and all that, so.
Cool. Tom?
Excellent report. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Q2. Good luck.
Tom?
Happy Thanksgiving, and thank you, Chuck, for keeping our finances in order. Means a lot.
Chris?
Happy Thanksgiving, and best of luck to Chuck, you know, for splitting the role of Greenport. I think that's a good thing for the community to, you know, share resources like that.
Yes, good luck, Chuck.
I don't think luck's needed. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I just would like to note that the plays and all our after-school theater arts and music and all that stuff, even as our enrollment diminishes, the quality of our product doesn't. It's just a testament to our kids and our parents and our teachers and our community, that we'll just keep cranking out good stuff with a smaller pool to draw from. So it's just another reason why Southold's so special. The next board meeting will be December 17th. Can I get a motion for adjournment, please?
So moved.
Second? We all want to stay.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.